Yeah. Excuse me, I burped. But what's up, everyone? It's me, Vincent, right? So I thought I should start off by saying I'm finally signed out of my brother's account. Finally signed out. But I still can't sign in because my PS4 is a piece of trash. Here's what I'll say. This is my reaction to Steelers-Ravens game, right? Congratulations to the Browns. I can't believe it, but they're about to win the freaking division. I mean, who else is going to win it? The Bengals are 0-5. We're 1-4. We're not going to win a division, most likely. And the Ravens are 3-2, but even if the Browns lose tomorrow night, congratulations to them because they won the division. The Ravens, I know the Steelers lost 26-23 to the Ravens, but my reaction is, it sucks, right? It's terrible loss. But if the Ravens literally can't beat the Steelers' third-string quarterback who was in for almost half the entire game, then the Ravens can't beat anybody. That's, actually worth it. Actually worth the time. Literally, what have they proven? They lost to the Chiefs. They can't handle the big dogs, is what they've. They lost to the Browns, 40-25. And the three teams they beat: Dolphins, arguably the worst team of all time; the Cardinals, who literally almost lost to the Bengals today; the Cardinals, and they only beat them by 6; and the Steelers, who had a third-string quarterback for half the game, and they had to win in overtime. Lamar threw 3 interceptions. That's terrible. The referees they had, sure, they gave the Steelers 1 interception, but they didn't really do anything with that. The Ravens are bad. I know their record says otherwise. They're 3-2, which is pretty good. It's okay, I guess, but they're not good. They beat 3 really mediocre teams. See what I did there? They beat 1 horrible team, a winless team, and a team with 1 win that beat a winless team that doesn't have a starting quarterback. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of trash talk and hate. People will be like, oh yeah, the Steelers suck. They lost to the Ravens. We gave you the ball in overtime, and you couldn't score. You still won because our best player fumbled it. But we gave you the ball. Nobody else does that. We gave you the freaking ball, and you still couldn't score. So the only problem with the Ravens is it can sometimes be hard to contain Lamar Jackson. Oh, wait, never mind. The Steelers sacked him 6 times today. 5 or 6 times. That's literally 13 or 14 sacks in the last 2 games. So, honestly, Steelers, their best record they could possibly get is 12-4. They have to win the rest of their games. Probably aren't going to make the playoffs this year, but even if they don't, it's kind of an experimental year. We don't have our starting quarterback, so, we're seeing how Mason Rudolph is doing. His first loss by 4 points to an undefeated team. The next game, he destroyed the Bengals, and then a second loss to a team that, is apparently people are saying are going to be really good. Hold on 1 second. People are saying the Ravens are going to be really good. No. Everyone was expecting a blowout loss. No, it was a 3-point overtime game, and the Steelers were even leading twice in that game. So my final reaction is this. I'm happy. The Steelers hung in there. But I'm not really happy about the Steelers. I'm mostly happy about the Ravens because I'm learning that they really can't do anything. Casey's going to comment on this video like, oh yeah, we beat you, or something like that. But the truth is this. The Ravens can't handle the pressure. They can't hang with the big teams. They got the Patriots later, the Seahawks later, the Rams later, the Chargers. They got, sort of the Steelers, but they got a bunch of, actually no, we have the Chargers. They don't have the Chargers, but either way. They have a bunch of tough teams left. They have a bunch of tough games, not easy games. And I don't think they're going to be able to withstand, some of the teams. Like, even Jimmy G might beat them. I mean, the only thing that people need to do is figure out how to stop Lamar's rushing attack, which the Steelers stopped a lot today, pretty good. And, yeah, should be an easy win for the other team. So, yeah. Ravens couldn't beat a third string by a lot. Like, the third string quarterback is a rookie. First game ever. And in the preseason, he looked He didn't look great, And this game, he tore up the Ravens defense. I mean, Steelers were third worst in passing yards, even with Mason Rudolph. 23 points today. I think that's enough said. So, I'm happy with the loss. I mean, I'm not happy with the way it turned out and the way it ended. We could have easily won that game, but I'm happy with how close it was. Everyone was thinking Ravens win easy, but no. The Steelers are still a competitive team, and even though I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year, we're still competitive. I mean, it's a dying chance, but I think we can still make the playoffs. And I have no hope for the Ravens because the Ravens literally can't handle the easy teams. Like, they have to sweat out every single game unless they're playing the Dolphins, which I don't have to say anything about. They're terrible. So, yeah. Ravens are not that great. Steelers are worse, but Steelers could have easily won that game. And I think, from what I saw, Lamar throwing 3 picks, Lamar's not great. Lamar's a human being. Lamar's terrible. Well, maybe not terrible. Actually, yeah, you know what? He's terrible. What have we seen from him that's so great? Oh, he threw 5 touchdown passes against the worst team in NFL history, according to stats and analytics. I mean, it's just sad. That's all there is to say. Still can't stream. And the Ravens, even with the dub today, I still think we got it. The Steelers got it. The congratulations to the Browns. Excuse me, because congratulations, you got an easy freaking division win. The Browns are finally gonna do it. If they beat the Niners tomorrow night, then yeah. If they beat the Niners tomorrow night, I think it's a shoo-in. They're gonna win the division because the Bengals aren't competitive. The Steelers pretty much are out of it. And the Ravens, they're leading the division right now and probably will be after tomorrow night, but I still think the Browns are going to win because the Ravens have a tough schedule. Then again, we all have a tough schedule, including the Browns, but I think the Browns can handle the pressure and handle the harder teams better than Lamar and the rest. And plus, if Lamar gets touched, he runs out of bounds. If Lamar gets touched, he's down. He's probably done. There's nothing he can do. So, Ravens won. I'm fine with it. Steelers could have won, which is okay. Ravens are screwed. It's just over. Browns are going to win the division. I'm fine with today. And Tucker almost missed a kick, so he's not human either.